In the heart of enchanting European forests, there was a place called the Village of Happy Bells, where the streets were filled with the sounds of tiny bells hanging from doors and windows, ringing melodiously with every passing breeze. The villagers loved joy, riding colorful buses that roamed around, and enjoying fresh fruits, especially grapes, berries, and golden apples. Among them lived Lena, a girl with long blonde hair and sky-blue eyes, Edward, her friend who played the flute in the village square, and Uncle Peter, the old bus driver who told stories while taking the children on exciting rides. One day, Uncle Peter stopped his bus in the middle of the square and called out in his deep voice, "My friends, I've heard of a magical fruit tree in the nearby forest that bears fruit no one has ever tasted before. Shall we go find it?" Lena clapped her hands and said, "What a wonderful idea." Edward picked up his flute and said, "I'll play a lovely tune to guide us on the way." Everyone hopped onto the bus, which set off amid laughter and joy, while the bells of the village chimed a cheerful farewell. When they reached the forest, the trees stood tall, their branches heavy with fruit, but there was no sign of the magical tree. Uncle Peter looked around and said, "It seems we need a guide." Just then, a small blue bird appeared, singing a melody that sounded just like Edward's flute. Smiling, Edward said, "Maybe it wants to lead us." Following the bird's song, they walked through the forest, playing and singing. They found a giant tree with golden leaves, its fruits glowing in colors they had never seen before. As Lena reached out to pick a fruit, a deep voice spoke, "Whoever takes my fruit must be truly happy." Everyone exchanged surprised glances. Then Edward laughed and said, "We are the happiest people in the village." The tree chuckled and said, "Then take my fruit and share it with everyone, for joy is only complete when shared." They returned to the village and held a grand celebration, distributing the magical fruit to everyone. Edward played his finest melodies, while Uncle Peter told the story to the children on his bus. From that day on, the Village of Happy Bells became even brighter, and a tree of joy was planted in their orchards as a symbol of happiness and sharing.